Hi hamster lovers and welcome to Pancake's channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some unsafe hamster products and some safe alternatives. Here is a comparison of Pancake to the soft toy I'll be using. So the first unsafe product is a small hamster wheel. This is a 5-inch wheel and it will bend the hamster's back if they try to run on it. This can prevent the hamster from getting important exercise as it's just too uncomfortable for them to run on. It can also cause back problems. The next unsafe hamster product is a flying saucer wheel. As well as it being too small with a diameter of 7 inches, dwarfs can run so fast on these that they fly off and get hurt. However, if you were using a flying saucer wheel for a Syrian hamster and the wheel had a minimum diameter of 11 inches, then it should be okay. It's a good idea to have a suitably sized upright wheel as well as a flying saucer. However, this would take up a lot of space in the enclosure that could be used for enrichment. A safe alternative to these wheels is an 11-inch upright wheel made of a solid material such as plastic or wood. This is marketed as a rat wheel, however it can be used by Syrian and dwarf hamsters. Remember that the larger the wheel the better as long as a hamster can still push it. If you can't find a wheel that's silent and big enough, then I'd recommend looking online for a cork wheel. The next unsafe product that I talk about a lot on my channel are hamster balls. These are extremely unsafe, however lots of hamster owners still use them. They're unsafe because they can get their toes stuck in the ventilation holes which can break them. They don't have enough ventilation. They can't stop the ball very well and it can crash into walls which can hurt them. They cause disorientation and stress. Most hamster balls are too small. They can cause infections from urine and feces build-up. They trap heat. And the lids can fall off easily, which makes it easy for them to escape and get lost. The third unsafe hamster product are hamster leashes. This is because hamsters are very fragile animals and should not be walked on a lead like a dog. They could also escape from it if it wasn't tight enough, but if it was tight enough then it would squeeze them, which can hurt them. A brilliant alternative to both of these would be let them run around in a playpen. You can get these online on websites like Amazon and eBay, or you could make your own by sellotaping cardboard together but make sure they don't chew on it. Or you could even let them free roam in a hamster-proofed room. You could also line the bottom of your bathtub with an old blanket or towel and let them run around in there. The next unsafe hamster product is any scented or unlabelled wood shavings. These can irritate their skin and cause respiratory infections. A safe alternative to this would be any sort of paper-based, hemp or aspen beddings. It's a good idea to mix in some soft, dust-free, fresh hay into the bedding to help them create more stable burrows. One of the most unsafe hamster products is fluffy cotton bedding. This material is not easily digestible, so it can cause internal blockages. It can also be inhaled, which can cause respiratory issues. It can become lodged in their pouches, which can lead to infection. They can choke on it. It can also wrap around their teeth, preventing them from eating, so just please do not use this fluffy bedding. A safe alternative to this would be to just tear up some toilet paper. This is completely safe and they can use it for their nest. Ink-free torn up paper can also be used. Any really dusty sand, scented sand, or powdery sand should not be used. This is because it can cause upper respiratory infections. Coloured or calcium sand is also not safe. One of the best options is to use reptile sand. Disinfected children's play sand can also be used as long as you sift it after you bake it. Another unsuitable hamster product are small cages. This is because they don't have enough space to fit everything that a hamster needs to be happy. Being kept in a small cage can lead to stress behaviours such as cage pacing, bar biting, monkey barring, and cage aggression. The minimum amount of floor space that every species of hamster needs is 100 by 50 centimetres. Anything smaller than this is unsuitable. Unfortunately, the majority of cages at pet shops are too small. Cages connected by tubes do not count as floor space. This leads on to the next unsafe hamster product, which are tubes. Specifically small plastic tubes, as Syrian hamsters can get stuck in these. They also don't have enough ventilation. You may be able to find large enclosures on eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace or Gumtree. The next unsafe product is hamster vitamin solution. This is because hamsters should be getting all of the nutrients they need from their diet. The next product is any sort of dried corn on the cob. Dried corn should only be given in small amounts in moderation. Corn is a filler and doesn't have too many nutrients, so it shouldn't be left in the enclosure. Another dangerous product are any sort of edible hides that look like this. This is because they're made using sawdust and honey. The honey entices them to eat it, however the sawdust can cause internal blockages. That's the end of this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. Bye!